Hi, everybody. Welcome back to COMM1260. This week, I just have a very short video for you because you're going to be spending most of your time this week getting together with your group and, first of all, trying out the technology to record your presentation, and then meeting with your group to actually do the presentation in Blackboard Collaborate. I will show you how to get into Blackboard Collaborate and some of the features after we go over the steps for the assignment. So you've already worked with your group and you prepared a presentation outline. And from this outline, you're now going to build your full presentation. So for the assignment, what you're going to do is you're going to prepare a video presentation of no more than 20 minutes. Okay, your presentation obviously is based on the topic you researched as a group, and it's going to draw from the outline that you prepared. In terms of your audience, because it's always important to think about who you're doing a presentation for, I'm going to ask you to assume that you're preparing this presentation to educate other nursing students and active nurses about your topic. Okay, they don't have a lot of information. You are the expert in terms of your topic. And your presentation's purpose is to educate other people and to share information. In terms of style, your presentation should be engaging and moderately formal. So you want to use a conversational tone that sounds friendly and welcoming, and that, again, doesn't try to overcomplicate the topic or make people feel lost. There are some specifications that I'm going to ask you to follow in preparing your presentation. I'm going to ask you to use PowerPoint to record your presentation in Blackboard Collaborate. So when you go into Blackboard Collaborate, I'll show you in a moment, there's a spot where you can share your screen. So have one person in the group dedicated to handling the PowerPoint presentation and moving through the slides as people speak. Use no more than 10 slides, okay? Again, you don't want to overwhelm people. You only have 20 minutes, and that will go fast, believe me. So no more than 10 slides in total. Again, don't forget to record and upload your presentation. So make sure, again, that you do a dry run so that you know how to record and that everything is working correctly. All group members must speak, so each group member should be responsible for a portion of the presentation. Do not read. Speak from notes only to create a natural feel. You want it to feel like a conversation. You don't want it to be simply you standing up in front of people and lecturing to them. Your presentation also should have an introduction, content, and concluding remarks. Okay, so that's it in terms of the specifications. To record your presentation, what you're going to be doing, I'm just going to switch down here and move. Oh, I'm having some trouble with my mouse. Here we go. To record your presentation, you're going to go into Blackboard Collaborate, and I'm going to show you that in a moment. There's also an oral presentation rubric that I'm going to be using for grading. So you can see it's actually attached to the assignment. So you can see you'll get a score of 1 through 4 on various criteria that I'm going to be assessing. Again, take a look at that. That should help as you're preparing your presentation. Okay, so the technology. I'm in our Blackboard site right now, and this is what you see when you log in. I'm going to go into Teams, and I've already added myself to something called Team Dream. I will take myself out, but I put myself in as a member just to show you what it looks like. And when I click on the actual team site, I want to go down here to Group Tools and go into Collaborate. And it's going to bring me into a group room. What I want to do over here on the side is click Join Room. And then it's going to bring me into Blackboard Collaborate. Okay, if you're the only one in the room, this is the screen that you're going to see. But as people join up, you'll see either their pictures or the little anonymous head if they haven't uploaded a picture. To record, you're simply going to start by hitting record over here on the side, and it will record everything that you do in this space, including the chat. Okay. To put your video on if you want to. Again, you don't have to, but if you want to put your video on, here's your camera. You do want to have your audio on when you're speaking. Excuse me. When you're not speaking, you probably want to have that muted just so that you're not contributing any background noise when another member is speaking. To share your screen, you're going to go over to the purple arrows at the side. And you're going to look for this thing. It's like a screen with an arrow that allows you to share content. And you're going to share application screen. You're going to click entire screen, pull that up, click share. It'll look strange for a minute, okay, as everything comes up, but then you're literally able to open up any application, including PowerPoint, and it records it here on the screen. Okay, you can also, if you want to emphasize stuff, you can use your mouse to draw attention to different parts of the screen if you like. When you're done, you click stop sharing, and then you'd be able to stop the recording. Once you stop the recording, it will automatically upload that file into Blackboard for grading. Okay, so you'll be able to go back out. I'll just do a little test here. I'll do a simple record. Okay, and then to quit recording, I'm going to click stop recording. And then when I go back out into the group, I'm just going to refresh this here. Okay, you'll see there's the recording. If I want to watch it, okay, I can. It's still working on getting it up there, on uploading it, but it will come open and available to look at. Okay, so I highly recommend that you get together maybe a couple of days before the presentation and just go in and try a recording. You can also do a rehearsal if you have time. So if you want to do a dry run of your presentation and record it, you can do that. You can simply do a test like I did just to make sure that everything is recording and everybody's audio and or video works, okay? Because again, really the most difficult part, I think, of doing presentations this way is just handling the technology. Okay, you don't want to end up with a technological problem the day that you're planning to deliver the presentation. So maybe go in a couple of days early, okay, play around with it, and make sure that you know how to use it and that you're comfortable. It is pretty simple, okay, it's pretty foolproof. Again, though, of course, I'm understanding with online education, if there are little technological blips that happen during your presentation, don't let it make you panic, okay? So just as I do, if I cough or whatever during the presentation, I don't bother to edit it out. If I have, difficulty or I'm trying to open something or whatever, I let you see that. That's perfectly okay. That's just being a human being. So it doesn't have to be perfect in terms of your technology, but you want to make sure that you have a pretty good handle on it. Okay. If there are any issues with the technology at all, please contact me as soon as possible so that I can help you troubleshoot. So after you do your little test, if there's any problems, get in touch and I can try to go in and help, or I can refer you to the help desk if it's something beyond my ability to handle it. Okay, so again, your task this week really is to get the presentation together and plan for the recording. I'm trying to be as generous as I can, okay, with the due dates. So what I have decided to do, I've taken a look at the calendar, and I've decided to actually make the presentation due August 1. Okay, so August 1 by midnight, that's a Sunday. So make sure that you have your recording done and then it's up and uploaded by midnight on the 1st. That gives you like a full 2 weeks to do a rehearsal and to actually do the recording. Next week, we're going to move on to some new topics. So there'll be a bit of an overlap, okay, from when you're doing your presentation to when we're doing new material. But I really want to give you as much time as I can to actually get this presentation done. And again, to be able to coordinate all of your schedules, to be able to meet, and then to be able to find time to record together. Okay, so again, if there's any problems at all with the technology, give me a shout. Obviously, as per the usual, we'll have our weekly chats. So if you want to come in, ask some questions, or if the group has some questions, we can take care of that. Pop on by if you want to. They're at the usual times in Blackboard Collaborate. I'm really looking forward to your presentations. Please do not be anxious about it. Remember, this is a safe space and it's only going to be me taking a look at your presentation. So it's not as though you're presenting in front of hundreds of people or anything like that. Okay, I will talk to you next week. Have fun creating your presentations. Bye for now.